Sure, we are all aware that Magic Smoke is powering most of our smart home devices. But unfortunately, although Magic Smoke is part of the IoT, it's not actually good if your apartment or house starts filling with smoke. So today we will be looking at one cheap Zigbee smoke detector. We'll start in couple of seconds. Let's start with something obvious, but we need to clear this first thing. I'm not sure that this device would pass your local fire protection regulation or requirements. Consider this device to be a novelty device that can add or not add extra layer of protection if you already have some kind of a professional smoke detection system in your home. I'm no expert in terms of fire protection, but as far as I know, there are two types of smoke detectors: ionizing ones and the photo whatever, such as this one here. Ionization devices are, from what I know, better in detecting open fire. Photo ones are better in detecting smoke. So this actually is not a fire detection device, it's a smoke detection device. Be careful where you install it. If, for example, you install it in your bedroom, then this device should be okay. For the kitchens, I'm not sure, depending on how are your cooking skills. If I would install it in a kitchen, it would be triggered even when I'm sleeping because I'm walking fire hazard. Okay, now that we've cleared this, why did I buy this device, why Zigbee, and why this video? First of all, I really do like Zigbee standard. I'm not talking about thread matter, I'm talking about pure old-fashioned Zigbee. Second thing is that when I was taking breaks on reading books on my vacation, I spent some time googling around the AliExpress. I was searching for various Zigbee devices, and this was one of the devices I found, and I was really interested to see if and how the 15 euros, that is the price that I paid for this device, Zigbee smoke detector alarm is actually working. If it can be paired with Home Assistant. I was just curious, so I bought it. The link, of course, to this device will be down in a video description. Also note this link may be affiliated link. That means that if you make a purchase for the price that you see on the web, I may get a cut out of it. And thank you for buying devices through my affiliated links, because it also helps me to buy future junk, such as this one here, or maybe this Zigbee plant monitoring sensor. I will skip very boring unboxing process. It was actually opening up the box, pulling the device out. There was a manual, but we don't read manuals because we also do not read release notes and breaking changes. So I dived into it. I inserted the 9-volt battery. Yes, it requires 9-volt battery, and by some luck I already had that one at my home. And it beeped. And it beeped really loud. Well, actually, it's not a problem. It is a simple device, and it's using all the capabilities the device has, is that it only has one speaker and one volume level. So if you want to test the device, it will be pretty loud. As you can see on the AliExpress, it says it is 80 decibel. And yeah, you will hear that buzzing sound in your ear for some time. When you insert the battery, the device is ready for pairing. But if it's not in the pairing state, all you have to do is press and hold the test button for 10 seconds. Do not release it before that, or the device will be beeping once again. I first tested this device with the Tuya SmartLife app. And this is something that I've started to do with all my Tuya compatible devices, just to see if there are any differences between the Tuya app and the integration inside Home Assistant, because this is something that at the end I want to see. The UI, of course, is very simple. You get notification if you test the device, but you can also see log events of all the actual smoke alarms. There is nothing fancy there. You can change the name, see the status of the battery, and more or less that's it. Next step for me was to add it to Home Assistant via ZHA. Again, in Home Assistant, go to ZHA, click on two devices, click on Add Device, press and hold the button for 10 seconds, and you should be seeing a new device popping up in Home Assistant. The pairing process is finished. If we go back, click on this device, you will see everything that this device can provide via the ZHA integration to Home Assistant. There is only one entity that this device is providing with the ZHA integration, but seriously, this is a smoke detector alarm. meaning that the only thing that you actually need to see is the state of the smoke detection. Is there smoke? Is it clear or not? Plus, we also have two diagnostic entities. Those are usually information about the signal quality. There is one thing that ZHA integration doesn't have, but the Tuya SmartLife and the Zigbee to MQTT ones do have. If I press the test button, I don't see any notification that somebody was testing this smoke detector or not. Now the device is paired with Home Assistant, let's see what we can do in terms of automations. There is actually only one automation that you should need or would need to create, and that is automation that is triggered if there is a smoke detected. For triggers, we will select device. We have option to be notified if device is offline, if the smoke detector started detecting smoke, and if the smoke detector stopped detecting the smoke. For the first automation I recommend that you create, we should go with smoke started detecting smoke. What I usually like to do is to create some kind of offset, wait for 5 seconds, but since this is an emergency device, I don't want to have delay here, I want to be notified as soon as there is any smoke detected. And then you can play, but you do not have to play with the conditions. Next, of course, is actions. For the actions, you can do whatever you want to do. It all depends on for what are you thinking of using this device. I know, for saving lives, but besides that. The most obvious thing would be to send notification to your old notifications platform. That could include text-to-speech via the Google, Amazon, or Apple speakers, or for example to turn on all lights, or to start flashing all lights, or to turn all lights to red, or whatever you think would be beneficial for you to get notification, or how you want to see or hear notification. For this, let's create call service, notification, and we will send notification to my mobile phone. Emergency. Title can be smoke detected. Yeah, I know I'm shouting. And save. That's it. We now have very simple notification that will be triggered as soon as this device detects any smoke. One additional automation I would really recommend for you to do, and that is to get notification if device goes offline. Since we are considering this device to be life-saving device, we want to get notified if device goes offline because now we know that there is no protection or alarm if there is a smoke in a home. Trigger once again will be this device, and we will use trigger device offline. Let's use call service. Once again, I will send notification to my mobile phone. Alert. This will be title, and the message will be smoke detector is offline. And save. We now have two simple automations. One is used when the smoke is detected, and the other one is used when the device goes offline. And that's it in terms of ZHA. Now let's go to my Zigbee to MQTT system. Once again, click on Permit Join and press and hold this test button. Device is now paired. One of the first things I will of course do is rename the device, update Home Assistant Entity ID, and that's it. Let's see what this device exposes to Zigbee to MQTT, because actually this is something that ZHA could also see but is currently not seeing. If we look at exposed entities, we have smoke. This is an indicator with true or false state telling us if there is smoke detected or not. Then we have information about the battery, currently at 98%. Then we have information if the device is currently in the test state or not. We have information about the smoke concentration. One of the things that this device has, at least through Zigbee to MQTT, is to see the ppms. If they increase, there is a possibility that there is a smoke. Then we also have information if the device is at fault or not. We are aiming for the false state. If I would press the test button, we should see the test changing from false to true. And that's it. The device is now available through Zigbee to MQTT. So no matter if you are using Home Assistant or any other smart home assistant, you can expose it there and get all those entities inside your smart home. Inside the integrations page, through the MQTT integration, we have exposed device smoke sensor, Tuya manufacturer PA44Z. Click on it, And you see a difference between the ZHA and Zigbee to MQTT. While I really do think that the ZHA integration with the smoke on or off or alert on and off is actually good enough for this device, we here have a couple of additional options. We can see if the device is in the fault state or not. Maybe that means the device is not registering the sensor or something else is going on with it, but it should notify you that you should take a look at the sensor, replace it, service it, or whatever you need to do with that one. Then we have information about the smoke, is it clear or not, and we also have smoke concentration 0 ppm. From the diagnostics, we also have those two hidden entities, that's the last in and the link quality, but we also have information about the test, is the device currently in the test state or not, and the battery level. If I am to push and turn the test, you can see that it is registered with Home Assistant, and all the time while the light was flashing, it was in the on state. While you can see here that it did detect smoke and then it cleared, after a couple of seconds I will not be burning once again matches and the paper inside my apartment to trigger the alarm because it stinks. The smoke stinks, so I will not be repeating that. But I did test by a primitive method, and that method was to try to create as much smoke as I can with burning of paper because ecology, and it did register it. What I said at the beginning of the video, I must repeat. I really am not sure what is the quality of build of this device, how it was tested, certified, if it was certified, if it's just a gimmick or a toy. For me, it worked during the testing, but I'm not sure how good the device is besides for the novelty purposes. Then again, if you want a novelty device that beeps, and no, you cannot start the beeping from within Home Assistant, the beep actually can be only started by the device itself if it registers smoke or if you press the test button. No, you cannot start it here. Well, for the beeping device for the price of 15 euros and 14 cents, it is really okay. Third time is the charm, so for the legal reasons, once again, I'm repeating. I haven't tested this device, I'm not a certified fireman, I'm not a certified inspector for testing fire equipment, I don't even know one that is certified and can test the equipment, so this was all just my testing to see if those devices exist and if they sometimes work, and they do sometimes work. So if you are looking for a cheap smoke detector, this one is okay, especially if you are looking for a Zigbee one. Will it work when you need it? I don't know. But if you do decide to buy one, you can find a link to it down in the video description. And before you start saying that there are cheaper versions, yeah, now I found also devices that cost 12 euros. But I haven't tested it. At the time when I was purchasing that one, it was about a month and a half ago, this was the cheapest version that I could find on the AliExpress. If you did like this video and if you'd like to see more videos about these various junks that I found on the AliExpress, test them to tell you if they are working or not, like this video and give me a comment down in the comment sections below. If you are a certified fireman or a person that can test officially the fire equipment, I really would like to hear your 2 cents. Please drop me a line or contact me on the Discord server. I really would like to know how those devices are usually tested and if there is a way for users such as myself to know if device is certified and if it really will work in the situation where you expect it to work. While you are already dropping a line down in the comment section below, don't forget to check that you are subscribed and ding that bell so you get notified on the future video updates. And before I wrap up this video, I really would like to thank all those wonderful people that are supporting me and that have become YouTube channel members. Thank you all for all of your support. But let's not forget each and every one of you who has watched, liked, subscribed or commented on my videos. You are the ones that make this journey really awesome. Thank you. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below and becoming a YouTube channel member. Or go to my merchandise store and buy something there. I really hope that you will not be seeing any magic smoke in your apartment. Until the next time, bye bye and have fun.